Most people think love, or connection, is about attraction. But they're missing the whole point. We chase chemistry. We chase butterflies. We chase that instant spark, the rush that feels like fireworks. And 6 months later, we wonder, why does it feel so empty? What if I told you the kind of connection you're craving isn't about intensity, it's about depth? Because real connection, the kind that lasts, isn't found. It's built. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to build deep, meaningful connections, the kind that feel safe, real, and lasting. We'll break it down step by step, from understanding emotional safety to showing up authentically, to building trust over time. So if you've ever felt like your relationships don't go as deep as you want, this is for you. We live in a world that glorifies chemistry. Movies, social media, even songs, they all tell us that real love is instant. That it's about the spark, the butterflies, the flood of dopamine. And sure, chemistry is exciting. It's addictive. But here's the truth. Chemistry is the appetizer. Connection is the main course. The spark gets you interested. But what keeps you invested is how safe, seen, and understood you feel with someone. When you only chase the high, you end up mistaking excitement for compatibility. And that's why so many relationships start fast, and crash just as quickly. Because emotional depth doesn't come from attraction. It comes from consistency. So let's define it. What does a deep, meaningful connection actually look like? It's not constant texting or endless talking. It's not being together all the time. It's when you feel emotionally safe, when you can be your real, unfiltered self without fear of judgment or rejection. When silence isn't awkward, it's comfortable. When you can talk about things that matter, dreams, fears, pain, and you know you'll be met with understanding. Real connection means this. I can show you my mess, and you'll still see my worth. It's built on 3 pillars. Character, how they treat you when no one's watching. Consistency, do their actions match their words? Emotional safety, can you be honest, even when it's uncomfortable? These are the foundation blocks of depth. Without them, all you have is attraction wearing a temporary disguise. If there's one concept that transforms relationships, it's emotional safety. Emotional safety is when someone feels they can express themselves fully, without being dismissed, mocked, or criticized. It's the sense of, I can bring my real self here, and it's okay. You can't build connection where people are afraid to be honest. That's why so many relationships fail. People edit themselves to be accepted. But when you build safety, honesty becomes the norm. Vulnerability becomes strength. And trust becomes effortless. Here's the truth, you can't connect deeply while performing. You have to put down the mask. You can't demand emotional safety from others if you don't offer it yourself. So ask yourself, do people feel safe being honest around you? That's where connection starts, not with attraction, but with safety. Let's get practical. Here's how you actually build deep, meaningful connections. 1. Lead with honesty, not perfection. Share something real today, something vulnerable. It could be as simple as, I've been struggling with confidence lately, or, sometimes I feel disconnected. Authenticity invites authenticity. 2. Listen to understand, not to fix. Most of us listen to reply, not to connect. When someone opens up, resist the urge to give advice. Just listen. Be present. That's what builds trust. 3. Match energy, not effort. Stop forcing depth with people who don't meet you halfway. Connection isn't built by chasing, it's built by reciprocity. 4. Be consistent. Trust isn't built in grand gestures, it's built in small moments repeated over time. Show up, again and again. That's how safety grows. 5. Be willing to be seen. The greatest barrier to connection is fear of being truly seen. But when you drop the performance, you create space for real intimacy. You can't build deep connections with others until you build one with yourself. If you don't know who you are, what you value, what you feel, what you need, you'll keep attracting people who mirror your confusion. So start with you. Learn to be honest with yourself. Learn to self-regulate when triggered. Learn to communicate your needs without fear or guilt. Because when you bring self-awareness into relationships, you stop expecting others to complete you, and start choosing people who align with you. Deep connections aren't accidents. They're built by people who do their inner work. When you finally experience real connection, it feels different. It's calm, grounded, secure. You don't feel anxious when they don't text back. You don't feel the need to prove your worth. You feel safe. Because you know where you stand. Love stops being a roller coaster and starts being a home. It's not about who gives you the biggest spark, it's about who helps you feel the most like yourself. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Stop chasing intensity. Start building depth. Because deep, meaningful connections aren't found, they're created, moment by moment, choice by choice. That's the power of real love. If this video resonated, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. I'll see you in the next one, where we'll talk about how to heal emotional wounds so you can connect on a deeper level.